So, good morning everyone. It's great to hear that you do remember a few of the concepts that we had discussed in the last session. So, today we are just going. So, whatever exercises that we will be doing today, I want everyone to send all the results at this email address. It's called trulyads@gmail.com. Kindly note it down. This is the email address. Okay. We spoke about the craft architecture. So, how many of you remember this? All right. So, I think few of them are new to the session. So, I would like to begin with the basics again. So, I would like all of you to understand what is a large language model first before we begin the session. So, it's a simple mathematical model, to be honest. Basically, whenever you enter something into the prompt box of ChatGPT, AI that has been trained on so much of text will check if there are any resources which it had trained upon, and then it will reason through a chain of thought, and then it will give you an answer. So this is a 2 to 3 step abstracted procedure that I'm telling you, but there is so much that goes in the background. Whenever you think of a large language model like ChatGPT or Claude, which is of Anthropic, you have to imagine as if all that text which is used to train these models has been first converted into an embedding. These terms might sound a little complicated, but just understand it this way. So if you have a dictionary, and each word in the dictionary you designate a number, okay, then it will become easy for AI or maybe computers to interpret and understand these words, since we have converted everything into numbers. Now if there is a paragraph, okay, so since each word has been designated a number, or if there is a decoder that decodes all the words in a paragraph, then it will see a bunch of numbers in a matrix, right? So these numbers will help machines to understand human language and interpret human language well, okay? So this is a simplistic explanation. There is so much beyond this, okay? So an LLM is just a machine or a model that predicts what could come next. Okay, there could be a bunch of possibilities, but it gives a score to each of the word could be best fit for the next possible token. Okay. So in this entire session, I am going to use word called token. A token means nothing but a word. Okay, when you convert a word into an embedding, then it is called as token, right? So if you ask me, how many tokens is this sentence comprised of? I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, and this ing forms or whatever these apostrophe s are there, those are a separate token. Those are not considered. Since I know this is a word, but still these are 2 tokens, right? And then you have the rest of the tokens. So So I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The sentence is comprised of 7 tokens now. Okay. So if this is given as a prompt to an AI model, it could predict what could be the next possible word. It's just like if you ever used your phone keyboard, whenever you type something like good, and then it predicts and recommends you morning, evening and night on the basis of the time and everything. So that's a very simple prediction. But what happens with ChatGPT and Gemini is that it is going to predict words at a very large scale, like maybe paragraphs or pages, etc. So that's how these models simply work. They of course need a lot of training and everything, but we don't have to get into that depth yet. So this is the craft architecture that I have designed. The reason why I give more weightage to this architecture is because, see, currently whatever models that we are using or apps that we are using like ChatGPT or Gemini, those are free, right? But it takes a lot of power and it consumes a lot of resources to give you an answer each time you run it. And in future, these models will no longer be free because currently Anthropic and OpenAI, Gemini are burning a lot of resources and money on this to give it for free, just to make us habituated to all of these apps. So in future, every token will have a price. So if you are wasting a lot of tokens, then if an organization has given you a subscription, okay, and then you are utilizing the model in a very bad manner by just wasting tokens and not giving enough context to AI, then instead of helping you, it will ruin things for us. Because AI is all about hallucinations, and you have to retrain it again and again, and you have to give it better context. Without context, it will never be able to help you out with anything. So that is the reason why context becomes a very important aspect of the entire prompt engineering or context engineering. This is a new term. Now, the next thing is role. So when it comes to role, just like in an organization to function, we have different roles for each specific thing. Similarly, you have to designate a role to AI so that it stays within that limit, and it will understand what it is supposed to do and then give you a personalized result. So there will be a lot of difference if you just ask it a question, solve this equation for find x or something. Instead of that, if you rephrase it like you are a 8th standard teacher or 8th grade teacher, now you have to understand NCERT textbook and a particular chapter, and then if you want, you can even give a PDF document as a context, or maybe a web link that contains the entire text. AI will go through the website and it will find whatever resources that it needs, and then it will apply that context and it will apply the role that you have given it, so that it will not use complex jargon. Because if you don't specify grade 8, it might use words or vocabulary that students might not be able to understand. So you limit AI and you place guardrails. We would say these are called guardrails. Okay, you can just note it down. Guardrails are very important. Okay, and then comes the action. What should it do with the context and role? So GUARDRAILS. Guardrails are very important. You can research about what guardrails are, and then you would probably understand it better. So after that, we have action. Now you have to clearly state what it should do next. Okay, you could ask it to generate an MCQ, or you can ask it to research about a particular subject or topic, so that the follow format and tone are dependent on the above three: context, role, and action. So now that you have clearly stated the action, what it is supposed to do, you have to ask it to give it in a particular format, because there are so many file types or data types that we generally consume these days. One is PPT, second thing is Word document, or let's say a PDF document, okay? And maybe it could be something called markdown document. This is very famous term now. It's called .md. Like in PPT we have .pptx, right? Similarly, when you are dealing with AI, if you want to give it context in a particular format, it will understand it well when you give it in .md. It's called markdown. .md. Just like we have PDF, this is a different kind of file type. That's all. Okay, it will this file type does not need any software to open, because if you want to open a PPT, you might need a PPT opening software like maybe PowerPoint, or you have to upload it to Google Slides like I did now, or Office.com. But whereas when it comes to .md files, these can be opened through a simple text editor as well, okay, or a Word document as well, right? Now, after the format has been decided, what should be the format, now you have to set the tone. So this is where you give a personality to AI. If you want a complex jargon to be involved within whatever the output is, then you can set the tone as little academic oriented or research paper kind of a document. But if you want to simplify for students, you could just set the tone as friendly or maybe little professional, like that, right? So you can even set the level of difficulty in understanding the vocabulary and everything. You can set it here. Now, to simplify all of this, for you I have made a website. I think last time I have given the link. I'll again give you the same link. But those who have you already, you can open it on your devices. We'll just go through a few exercises so that we again revise everything. Right. So these, with the craft architecture, this is the current. You feel AI is like a human when you are talking to it. You include phrases like, "Can you please help me?" or "For my students about this is okay. This much is good. But words like "please," "make it good" and "interesting," all of these are wasting a lot of tokens. I have told you, every token has a cost before. So if you are wasting a lot of tokens like this, in the future, why the tokens are no longer free, then we have to waste a lot of money. We have to spend a lot to get the same output. In fact, a little lesser quality output if you are prompting AI like this. Everyone knows how to use ChatGPT and Gemini, but these are few things only computer scientists or computer hobbyists understand. They know how to understand, I mean, since they understand AI, they know how to save tokens properly. So if you have a prompt like this, you can simply follow this architecture. So in C, the context, you have to tell, "I teach 8th grade science at a CBSE school." So that would be the context. And role is act as an expert question paper setter. Since your goal is to generate a worksheet or something, or a question paper, you can simply specify that. No need of including keywords like these, okay? So, and then action would be create a quiz on chapter 6. Alongside this, you can give a PDF document that's only composed of chapter 6 data, that's all. Like you can simply screenshot or take a photo of chapter 6 and upload if you don't have a PDF document. Since AI models have become multimodal, initially AI models only used to understand text. That's how they originated. But slowly they have started to understand different file types, PDFs, videos, audio, all of this. So you can give images, any kind of data, it can deal with it. So after that, you can ask it, you can give it an action like create a quiz on chapter 6 photosynthesis, and the format is you just need 10 MCQs. Because if you don't give any number here, it will just assume some random number and it will generate more than what's required. So which means it's again burning a lot of tokens. It's wasting a lot of tokens. So that's the reason why we specify format and we specify numbers as well. And then you set the tone, student friendly, age appropriate language. So this is how a craft architecture could give you better results and probably help you save a lot of tokens, and will also give you a good result. The result, you can literally see the difference while you use this. So let's do a quick exercise just to again refresh things. I want all of you to open your phones and generate a worksheet or a lesson plan. You can use the website. I'll show the website link. If you want, I can even, if this is not visible, I'll probably generate a QR code you can scan with your phones. So this is the QR code you can scan with your mobile phones. Sorry? Name. It is craft hyphen steel dot vercel dot app. You don't have to type this, you can just type starting from C. Okay? So the reason why I created this app or I developed this website is to make it easy for you, because it will take a lot of time to get out of that existing habit you already have, which is typing everything from please and everything. So you can initially, until you are used to craft architecture, you can use this website and you just simply input your existing prompt. It could be whatever style that you are currently writing prompts in, and then it will convert that into craft architecture. You can simply paste it here, copy from here and then paste it in your Gemini or ChatGPT. So let's say let me write like how I assume you are currently writing. Okay, so when I try to convert this into craft, it has a bunch of questions now. Since we have to include some numbers and in the format, if you can remember, we had included 10 MCQ questions. So we are specifying how many number of questions we want. So since while you are writing prompts on your own, if you forget about mentioning these sort of limitations or setting guardrails, in this case it will simply assume, or if it requires any more context to answer or give a better prompt, it will ask here. So you have to answer the questions mentioned here. So it is currently asking what specific topics or concepts related to photosynthesis do you want to include in the worksheet. So this is my answer to the first question. And who are the intended audience? Again, this is mentioned. How many questions or sections do you want in the worksheet? So you have to say how many, like let's say 5 questions. So I have this habit of using these kind of commas because we don't want AI to, we don't have to write everything in a sentence for AI. You can just mention the keywords. It will automatically connect dots and it will give you a relevant answer. So for input, there is no specific format unless it's a markdown file, .md file. So that's, you can be more specific with AI or rule setting and everything when you are doing something more than worksheet generation like coding, right? So in this case, we don't require that much. So MCQ. It will automatically map this to this and this to this and the rest. So you can click on generate craft. Okay, in my case, I again have to retype everything, but I hope you understood. Once that's done, you will get the prompt here. You can simply copy that and paste it in your favorite app like ChatGPT or Gemini. So this is craft architecture. And let's revise once again. Why is it important? To save a lot of tokens and to give a proper format to the result generated by AI. And third thing, of course, the quality of the output. You can literally see the difference, right? So this is the craft architecture. You can apply it for video generation, you can apply it for image generation, any kind of things that you do with AI. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. I am not.
Symbols, the question marks also be taken as a token?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
And in that case, we have to consider that also as one token to be made.
Yeah.
Then the dash you have calculated, the starting of the sentence.
Yeah.
That time you have.
I think craft concept is clear for everyone. Okay. Now that we know the purpose, let's go ahead with other topics. So, is anyone left with the task? If you are in between, we will wait. I want everyone to do this exercise. Okay. So I think AI is going to be personalized in the future. So everyone will have their own AI assistant, which is personalized to their workflow, their interests, and their choices, basically. So in this case, keeping everything relevant to education sector, if you want to utilize AI well, then you probably have to maintain a record of all the worksheets, question papers, basically all the resources and documents that you generally deal with to generate a worksheet or draft a question paper or anything. In that case, the ChatGPT knowledge base is a very important feature. Most of us, or most of the people don't really know about it. So what is ChatGPT knowledge base? So if you want to give your AI a memory and you don't want to re-explain the same things again and again, then you can probably use ChatGPT knowledge base. Okay. So in this, you will create a custom GPT. Currently, what we are doing, we are clicking on a new chat button, and then we are writing prompt, and then we are getting a result or a response. But with ChatGPT knowledge base, you train it. You train it with resources like PDFs, Word documents, or website links, or YouTube video link, anything that can act like a resource and give you better result. So this is all to give context. You are building context for AI to work with. So there is a feature called custom GPT. If anyone is on ChatGPT Go plan, I hope if you are a user of Jio or Airtel, I think you will definitely get a free ChatGPT Go plan. So if you log into the app, then I think you should be on desktop to be able to create a custom GPT. But I'll show you a small demonstration. How are we using ChatGPT knowledge base in our company, so that you can go later and then do the same for yourself. So if all you have to do is just log in. So once you are logged in, you will be able to see. So these are custom GPTs that we have created for each one of our clients, so that we don't have to re-explain everything to AI. So for example, if I randomly open, I think cabin mate. So since I'm getting these options because I'm on desktop, but you can do the same. I'll show you how you can do that. But before, let's see what goes into the training. So here you can see in the configuration option, okay, we have mentioned the description, the instructions as well. So these are since our company does digital marketing and performance marketing for our clients, this is one such case where we don't want to train, we don't want to give context of this particular client to AI again and again. So we saved everything. Okay, so we can just mention @ cabin mate and then give it any prompt. Then it will pick that particular GPT and then it will read through whatever the instructions and the context is, and it will answer or it will give you a response with according to the context. So these are some instructions. So we asked cabin mate GPT should serve as a digital marketing expert. So it knows what kind of data it should pull first and then go through the thought of chain. So and then cabin mate GPT ideates social media calendar digital marketing strategy. So this is the second instruction. Third one is cabin mate GPT is responsible for generating content and ideas required for search engine optimization and local SEO, like GMB optimization. GMB means if you search on Google Maps, you will see a list of profiles. So those profiles could be called as Google business profiles. So we wanted to optimize it. So that's the reason why we have written an instruction like that. And then cabin mate GPT should generate content that adheres to Google content policies. This is a very critical instruction because I don't want AI to generate anything that violates Google's policies, and that could lead to my client's profile suspension. So since we deal with all of these in critical environments, we had to instruct AI like this. But in your case, you don't have to be you don't have to create an AI or instruct it in this detailed manner. Okay, and then we have given it a knowledge in terms of PDF. So this contains the website's latest analysis screenshot. Okay, you can call it as a snapshot as well. Now with this snapshot, it gets entire parameters like what is the score of the content which is loading, what's the website speed, and then how many H1 tags are there for SEO, are there any schemas mentioned here. All of those details will be mentioned in this PDF document, and we are giving it web search capabilities. So just in case if I mention cabin mate should serve as a digital marketing expert and should be responsible for search engine optimization, if these two keywords are present, then it might need a web browser to see if there are any latest data on how to do better SEO. Initially we used to do, there will be a person who will be manually researching everything about SEO and current trending topics, and then they will implement those in their website optimization. But you are mitigating all that everything into a simple prompt like this, and you are giving it a web search tool in capabilities, so that whenever it feels it requires to browse a website, then it will make use of this web search tool, and then it will parse through all the latest information available, and then it will come up with an answer. Now if I wanted to generate 10 to 15 creatives or graphic designs for a food company, in that case, or a cafe, in that case you will turn on image generation. So once you turn on image generation, now you are giving it a new capability to generate images along with context, like logo is very critical component for branding purposes, right? So logo is there, address is there, or any brand related elements could be given. For example, in Intelli logo we have that web kind of icon, right? So that is a branding element. So the colors of Intelli School are the brand colors. So you have to mention all of this. Then only the designs that it is going to generate would be with your branding and within the context. So, so these are some of the basic features of custom ChatGPT. Now that it remembers everything, you can test it out here. So you can ask it anything. For example, it could be as dumb as, what should I do next? So it's searching the knowledge and it will give you an analysis. So since that it has the website details and everything mentioned, so it automatically fetched the branches that are available, or the number of branches my client is maintaining. All the pages have also been listed here. So you can read everything and see what's making sense, and then apply those things in your next SEO audit. So this is how we are currently using it for our clients. So you can currently this is set only to me, but if you want to create a custom GPT and then share with your colleagues, then you can do that as well. So you can simply click on share, and then you can click on anyone with link, and then you can just save. If you click on GPT store, so this is a very interesting thing. So GPT store is a marketplace where builders like us, or maybe developers, can create a custom GPT and launch it to the marketplace. So you can use their custom GPT for your work if that is helpful to you. Okay, so you can push this to GPT store as well if you want. So anyone from the world can use cabin made GPT. Since this is a private one, I'm not sharing, but if you have created something that's interesting and useful for people, you can do that too. So I hope everyone had understood how this works. So next, let's do a simple exercise. Let's configure a custom GPT or create a custom GPT. Okay. So what you have to do is, once you are logged in, make sure you are ChatGPT Go. If you are on ChatGPT Go plan, you should be able to see under your logo Go. If you are not on this plan, if you are on free plan, it will not work. But if you have a Geo SIM, then you can simply create an account and then give your Geo number, and it will automatically activate the Go plan for you. Okay, so once you are on Go plan, you click on GPTs and then click on Explore GPTs. There should be an option called Explore GPTs. Okay, once you click on that, you will be routed to the marketplace where you can see all other GPTs pushed by all the developers and everyone. We also can see Canva here. So if you use Canva GPT, then it will you just have to mention what you want in the design, and then automatically it will take control of your Canva, and then it will design on behalf of you. You don't have to design it manually anymore. Okay, so we'll explore that as well. After that, you click on create. So once you click on create, this page should open up. Okay, so now you don't have to do anything here. Simply go to configure and then give it a logo if you want. This is optional. After that, you can name it, give it a small description, and then some instructions. So how many of the teachers here are science teachers? 1. Mathematics? Okay. Social? Okay. I think for each one of you, the kind of planning that goes in, or the kind of assessments that you would be drafting, the workflow should be very different, and the documents and everything, the knowledge base that you are building for yourself, you must maintain a folder where you have relevant documents, right? So that they will help you with any of your work. So you put all of this into the knowledge base. Okay, if you have a lesson plan, you put it here. If you have a good resource that you found, or if you have a great idea or something that you feel you could teach in this particular way to your students, you can do that here. In instructions, you can set a tone. Okay, or you can give it whatever notes you have written until now, you give it to AI and ask it to generate a system instruction. If you have no idea about what to put in here, you give everything that you have and ask it that I am creating a custom chat GPT. So on the basis of all these files and folders, can you give me a prompt or a system instruction that will help me give a memory or a persistent memory to the AI that I'm using. Then it will give you a system instruction. You just paste it here, and then whatever files have been included, you can upload all of them here, and then give image generation capability as well, because if you want to explain topics in a better analogies, let's say textbooks are limited with images. Okay, I am an NCRT student, I know. Now if we had AI back then, maybe I could have been better at mathematics than I am right now. So with better analogies, you can explain topics very well. So you can generate images that can contain what's not there or missing in a textbook. And these are actions. So actions are little complicated, you don't have to get here. Probably we will skip this part. So this much should be enough. So let's create a custom chat GPT. Let's give it 5 minutes, and then I'll come to you if you have any questions. Upgrade plan. If you are not able to see that's okay. We'll probably maybe we'll figure out, I'll see after the session ends how to activate it, and I'll let you know if I can find something. I saw the banner about 2 to 3 months ago. I don't know why it's not visible now. But so this is how you should be able to create a custom chat GPT. Now that we know how it's done, since that we have so many other topics to cover, we'll again come back to this to create a custom GPT. Okay. So this is all about ChatGPT knowledge base. So when should you use this? So these are a few cases where it could be helpful to you. If you want, you can generate a question paper or a lesson. If you want a lesson plan assistant, you can give it all the lesson plans that you have and then ask it to generate for a new chapter. It will analyze the existing ones, it will find a pattern, it will understand what kind of tone you are using, what kind of format you are using, and it will try to adhere to the same kind of format for your upcoming lesson plans. So this was an exercise that I had planned, but since we don't have any go plan, I think we will come back to this. So I had already explained you about how large language models work. So it's a simple representation, like if you observe your phone keyboard, then when you type good, you will get these recommendations. So that's how the prediction. This is a very on your phone. There is a very small model running which predicts what could be your next word. But on ChatGPT, it's at a large scale. It's the prediction is done at a large scale. That's the only difference. Okay, so it's a simple prediction game. Like human mind can predict if there is a blank here. Since that we have learned what's the capital of India, we can simply it's New Delhi. So, but for models, it only understand numbers. That's why every word has to be converted into a number and then be fed to AI so that it can find patterns in everything and then it will predict what is the next token. So it's just a simple exercise. And now I think this concept will be interesting because here we are generating some images and most probably here it's written social media, but in our context it will be different. So we want to generate images that explain some analogies or experiments. If especially this will be useful for STEM teachers. So the images that you are generating will be using this model. It's called Nano Banana 2. We have many more advanced models now, like ChatGPT Images 2.0. So all these are advanced models. You don't have to remember everything here. It's just for your reference. And so when you are generating images in Google's workspace, then it must be using Nano Banana 2 model in the backend. Okay, whenever you are generating any image on Gemini or any Google's ecosystem, then it must be this model which is behind the generation. Okay, so now let's explore Notebook LM. I think we had already covered this, but let's do a quick revision so that we. I also have two other new websites which will automate most of the tasks that you are currently doing manually. We'll come back to those, but for now, let's understand what's how you PC. Okay. You can directly type Notebook LM on Google, or you can click on these 9 dots here on your Google app, Google Chrome, and then scroll down and you can find Notebook LM here as well. So once you have logged in, you click on create new. So let me know once everyone is on this page. Okay, so it's a very simple and intuitive interface. If you see on the right side of the screen, you will have an option to add resources. So if you are not able to build a custom GPT on ChatGPT, this is a very good alternative. ChatGPT was little easy, so I thought first I'll make you go through that software first, so that you can again connect dots when we are on Notebook LM. But if you are using Notebook LM, there is no need for ChatGPT Go Plan and ChatGPT at all. those knowledge bases can be created here itself. So what you have to do is you simply click on add resources. If you want, you can give it a name. So I will just write grade so I have given it a name, and then you can add resources. So these resources could be a YouTube video. You can simply give it a YouTube video link. If you have ever took any reference from a YouTube video and you want to include some of the details from that video, you can give it a YouTube video, and then you can upload PDF documents, Word documents, or any kind of documents you have. You can even connect it with your Google Drive. Assume there is a folder on Google Drive. It contains a lot of documents, and it's manually, it will take time for you to download all of them and again re-upload all of them here. You can simply connect or give access to your Google Drive and select a folder. Automatically the AI will fetch all the documents within that folder, and it will take it into the context for you to work with. Okay, so once the documents have been given, I have a file, so I'll try to give that. I have a chapter 1 PDF of CBSE, so I'll give that. So once it has been uploaded, you can see a summary of it in the middle screen, or this area, the chat area. For some reason, if you don't have any resources, you can even use these options. You can ask it to search a resource. You can ask it to even do a deep research. So when you are clicking on deep research, it will go beyond what's visible on the surface of the web. Generally the first 1, 2, 3 pages of Google. If you are doing it manually, you most probably would only visit the first page of the Google results. You would most of them don't switch to the 10th page. Okay, we do get resources there, but since Google had ranked it on the first page, since it is more relevant to your query, we generally go with that, right? So if you don't want to do all that manual research, and if you want to delegate that work to an AI, you can probably use fast research if you want it quickly, or if you feel like you have enough time, then you can click on deep research, and then you just mention what you want to research about, and then it will automatically pull the relevant resources. If you don't, it will suggest you some resources. If you feel they make sense and are helpful to your work, then you can probably let them be here, or you can simply click on cross so that they will be executed from the resources tab. Okay, so after that I have uploaded chapter 8. I'll show you how the PDF looks, what's inside, so you get a better picture of everything. So this is what we have right now. Only the first chapter, because if you give an entire book, it will be too much for the AI to handle. So you only give it chapter 1 PDF. You can make use of some PDF editing tools like this one. So you can use tools like this, split PDF or cut PDF into pages. This website, I love PDF as well. This is also a very good website. Adobe, if it works, well and good. So you have so many websites to split a PDF. This is very important, because if you neglect this particular step, then you are giving too much information to AI, which is not required for that particular task, and it will think more than what is required. So the AI thinking is in terms of steps. Okay, we call it chain of thought. Everyone has a chain of thought. So for AI, the same thing applies. But if you give it more context than what's required, then it will probably hallucinate. Okay, if you give it a book, of about 10 chapters, and if you ask it to fetch a particular topic in one chapter, then it is scraping the entire book and wasting a lot of tokens. So you save tokens by giving it what is exactly required. Okay, and probably you will be able to cut down the hallucinations part as well. Okay, so this is the PDF document. The same has been provided here. Now you can literally chat with this resource like you are like you have made a mini chat bot which is trained on this PDF document. You can ask it everything here. It will search the entire text, entire chapter, and it will answer you with the relevant questions. So once this is done, let's say I want to get a mind map. Okay, so you simply click on mind map, which is on the left side of the screen. You can give it any prompt here if you want to customize the results, but let's see first how the default mind map looks like. Then we can probably get some ideas to customize this. You simply click on mind map and generate. You don't have to give anything here. And give it some time, it will generate a mind map. So meanwhile this is generating, let's do the same exercise on your devices. If you have any PDF document or any lesson plan, please upload on resources here on by clicking on add sources and try to create a mind map. That will be our first exercise. These are flashcards. I'll explain these as well, but more than them, slide deck is better, mind map is good. All these I think quiz and infographics are also useful. So the mind map is generated. Now you will simply click on mind map. If you want, you can click it so that it will reveal everything. Okay, so now you can understand how it had divided the entire chapter into subtopics. Now it is very easy to remember. It gives you a structure and pattern, and you can even take help of mind maps to develop lesson plans. So if you click on this, it will consolidate everything into just the chapter name. If you click on this, it will open or reveal one more level. So if you like that, you can simply browse through the entire chapter and get the gist of important topics or terminologies that are in the chapter. So this is mind map. Now you have so many other formats as well. If you want to convert that entire chapter into an infographic, so that while you are explaining, you can simply set that as a wallpaper on the desktop, or you can simply open the image on Photos app on the smart board, and then keeping that you will teach the topic to the students. So whenever they feel like they need some context, then look into the image.
If I want to share this, how do I do that? Can I just use this to share?
You can click on download.
Acha, okay, we can download.
Click on, and then it will give you a PNG, an image. Okay, but while you are downloading, make sure that everything is revealed.
So here, these
Okay, it's
this
getting delivered.
yeah. So
Okay.
so this will be saved. Everything that you have done until now will be saved.
Okay. So whatever I've created with this, I've created arithmetic expressions, flashcards, mind map, everything will be there.
Yeah, everything. If you can download it by clicking on the download icon, but make sure you click on it before downloading.
Okay, so it will be
The complete image.
Pictures.
Pictures are available, but those will be available in the infographics. There is an option called infographics here. Go back. Here, this one.
Source.
Okay.
But I don't have the option to download. It's just giving me to delete. And when I go to next, it is just giving.
Download it.
Okay,
You
we
can share this link.
Okay. If we share also, we'll get the link, and over there
Ah.
also it will be open directly in the
Yeah, right,
list,
right. Yeah.
Okay.
it is telling that those who can view notebook only can be seen.
Yeah. So you can click on copy infographic. Give a right click and click on save image.
Okay.
You will be able to save it.
Okay.
Picturized worksheet. You can generating topics, separate agent that generate texts. So this is little advanced. We'll probably try to use some tools to create such tools. Okay.
This afterwards I'll open.
Yeah.
Even then it will be saved.
Yeah, it will be.
It will be because I just logged in, right? That is the reason.
Yeah. So if you minimize this, you click on this link.
It is not touched.
Okay. You click on this link
This one.
on this icon.
Icon.
So that will take you to home. Here you will find all the projects that are saved.
So it is being saved.
Yeah.
So much ease of the picture and thing to open the screw, how easy it will be. If you open that same with our finger or our foot or try something how difficult like that, these tools are, they'll be wonderful teaching aids if you start using them. Start exploring them. Whenever you find time, keep exploring all this. All these come with practice only. We just show you now. You have to work on it and explore it and make it as per your convenience. See, we show you something. It was fabulous, something really out of the box. Or you can show it from your mobile profile if you want.
That will be more easy, sir.
He'll show you from this mobile profile. You can simply wonderful videos of yourself. You just give the content and it'll show you that. It's so easy.
So I hope this is working, sir. So I hope everyone has Gemini. We'll come back to Notebook LM again. So if you open Gemini app, you can create a custom avatar of yourself. So once Gemini app and then click on the hamburger menu, which is on the right side. On top corner you will have a menu. So you click on it and then you will see the profile. At the bottom you will see your own profile. Okay, you click on that profile. Okay, once that's opened, click on avatar. You will be able to find in this. Click on avatar.
Okay. Click on this and come down. Your name, Sandeep Chitra. Down.
At the bottom you will have the on your desktop it's not possible. It's
Gemini Pro free if you register. All of us registered for that only, and we will not our school mail ID, our personal mail ID, Gmail ID we register, and you get 18 months of Gemini Pro free. That is 2,200 rupees plan per month is going to be free for 18 months. And automatically if you connect on that in your mobile, it will show Gemini Pro. Once you connected on Gemini Pro, you can connect on your laptop also on Gemini Pro. Whatever things are available in the free plan, 10 times more they will be available in the paid plan.
okay.
And also the DDP section, they'll help you with this later. Okay? For now, you show them this. See, once you go there and avatar, how it will show.
So once you go to the app, I'll probably show you how to activate the Google AI Plus plan. The option will be only available if you have the plan enabled. You can get it for free from Jio. So for now, if you want to generate an avatar, once you have the plan, simply click open the app, and on the top you have, on the right side, your hamburger menu on top corner. So you click on the menu, and then you will be able to see your profile underneath at the bottom of the screen. So you click on your profile name. So once you do that, it will be taking you to a page where you can see avatar option. Okay, so you click on the avatar option, and then you train an AI avatar. It will simply ask you to set, it will take access to your phone camera, and like you set up an Apple ID or Face ID, you have to just scan your face. So I have generated few of the videos for myself. I can show you those. Yeah, you are probably not getting because you are on a free plan. You can avail a pro plan by going to My Geo app, and then if you go to My Geo app, there will be an option to upgrade to AI Pro, Google AI Pro. So once you click on it, then your account will be enabled. How many of you here are Geo users? Okay, so this is for Geo users. Kindly open your Geo app. Let's forget about this Gemini for now because we need the plan. So open your My Geo app. It's taking out my phone, but if you open My Geo app, you will be able to see an option to upgrade. So on the top itself, you will get a banner, Google Gemini banner in the app. Please select your personal email account, not Intelli account, so that. That's it. You go to Gemini and select this account. See, you are on Pro. Here you have avatar. So you create SIM card, then you will be able to do it on your device as well. Ma'am, if possible, whoever wants help, can you let them know how it can be done? You also got it? Okay. Then if you want to, once the avatar is set, then you can generate a video. You go to videos, you got it? Okay, great. So that's how you can maybe, but the limitation is only 10-second video can be generated. You have to divide the entire script into 10-second episodes, and you generate all those videos, and then you stitch everything together. Okay. So now that has been covered, let's get back to Notebook LM. Infographic option. You can convert any topic into an image for explained better. So it will take some time to generate. Exercise so that we can cover the rest of the topics. So those who had already generated mind map, can you please raise your hands? Okay, so those who are yet to generate, once you are done, we will move to the next topic.
So meanwhile, those who had already generated mind map can click on other options and explore. Lesson planning prompts with you. So I have shortlisted few of the prompts that had worked best. So I'll share this with all of you. You can use this as a framework. So you have to change, you have to tweak this. You should change the curriculum, student level, teaching style. You have to customize this, but the results with these prompts will be most probably be better. So if everyone is done with Notebook LM, we will explore a new platform called Brisk Teaching. Okay, so Brisk Teaching is a very good website. You can automate Google form generation. You will have to download an extension and install it on your Google Chrome. And once it is done, automatically AI will populate your entire Google form and it will prepare it for you. You can just share it with someone or students. So it's called Brisk Teaching. Most of the tools in this are free. So once you are on this website called briskteaching.com, so remove this space, brisk teaching, and add .com in the end. Or you can simply search on Google. So you have to create an account and click on login. So it will automatically download an extension. If not, it will take you to this page. You have to click on Add to Chrome. Extensions are available on Chrome. Once the extension is installed, you will be able to find it here. On top, you will have a puzzle icon on your Chrome. Okay, if you click on it, you can see this extension. Now you have to select a grade. In this case, the PDF document I had was for 8th grade. So I'll select grade 8. And you attach a PDF document. I'll upload this chapter 1. In your case, if you have an e-copy of any of your worksheets, you can do that. Or lesson plans will also do. So once you have it here, we just define a goal, which is develop 10 MCQs.
So generally until now what you have been doing, you were generating MCQs on ChatGPT and you were manually copying and pasting it in Google form to create an MCQ. But now that can also be automated with this. So after this loading is completed, you will be able to populate all the questions generated here. I had asked it to create a quiz for me. So now once if I click on this, create, it should automatically open Google Forms, a new Google form, and then it will populate all the questions that were generated in this. Itself, I didn't manually copy paste anything in this form. So you can create something similar and you can click on publish as usual. You can share this form link with students. So this is just one feature of Brisk. There are so many other features as well. So if you want presentations or a PPT, Brisk can help you with that. Okay. So you just come to next ideas on the basis of your existing work and everything. It will predict what you could want to do next. Okay. So if you want to generate guided notes, you click on it, you click on create, and it will take your lesson plan as input, and on the basis of it, it will generate the entire notes. See, this is automatically generating. I am not writing anything. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah. So we'll explore how you can catch students who are taking help of AI to complete their assessments as well. Okay. So it literally took about 30 to 40 seconds to generate all of this. Even if ChatGPT generates the same, you will have to copy paste everything from ChatGPT again to Docs, right? So now you don't even have to do that. That job can be taken care by Brisk itself. Okay. So here you can select the grade, which grade your student is, or for which grade you are preparing, and then you select the language. If you want, you can attach a PDF document and then just Brisk it. Click on enter, that's all. From there, everything the AI will take care. So let's do a simple exercise. Yeah. You can simply download by clicking on file, download. If you want it in PDF, click on PDF. So once it's downloaded, you can share it with anyone, or maybe you can get these worksheets printed and give it to students. Okay, so now that we have covered this as well, in the last I'll tell you how we can find or catch students who are using AI.
We are just left with one more topic. Let's cover that and then move to the other one. Is this brisk? Okay. So the next one is magicschool.ai. This is especially designed for teachers. Magicschool.ai. So once you are on the website, kindly create an account. You have to select educator and just sign up with the flow. The options and the questions are pretty much straightforward. Okay, so once you are logged into the dashboard, you will click on build my profile. So here you will select relevant options. So in the third slide, you have to select the subject. I'll select STEM. Okay, so once the onboarding is done, this is how it will look like. So I have given you the craft architecture for prompting, if you remember. With this, you will no longer need it. The reason why I have given you is to make you understand how in the behind it works. So this website has consolidated all the system prompts. It's called system prompt, okay? So all the system prompts are pre-written in this. You don't have to write it manually, okay? You just have to use any of these AI tools. You have so many AI tools here. I think more than 100 tools will be there. So you can use it for lesson, especially for lesson plan. There is an option called lesson plan. You click on it. Yeah. So once you click on it, you will be able to select the grade, so that the language or the vocabulary which is used is much more understandable and relevant to the grade. Okay, so I'll select 8th grade since I have a PDF of it, and I'll just write the topic: chemical reactions and equations. Okay, if you want to add a file, you can do that too. If you have any additional criteria that you want to give, you can add it here. And click on generate.
So depending on the internet speed, it will generate the lesson plan, and once it's ready, it will be in the middle. See, this is the lesson plan. You can give it in notebook LM. So you have to use all these tools together to get what you want. So once you are done with this exercise, there are more interesting topics. We will explore those as well. So click on these three dots and the left side corner, click on export and click on export to Google Docs. Okay, for some reason on this it's not working, so I'll try clicking on. Okay, that had also failed. Okay, let's try to print. So when you print, generally the browser will open this. You can save PDF this way. So instead of choosing destination as printer, you can choose save as PDF and click on save. Save. And in the downloads, you will be able to find it. Yeah, we have it here. So since I had forgotten most of the content with regards to the subject, I was not able to write better prompts. But in your case, since you are aware of the subject, you will be able to write prompts better than me. So this is just one tool in Magic School, but you have so many such tools here. So here you have report card comments. So if you click on this option, you just give the screenshot or photos of the answer sheet written by the student, and it will find gaps where the student has to learn what topics they are missing. So AI will automatically find out and give them a blueprint. Once they follow it, most of the questions that they have should be cleared, or maybe you will be able to help them out with the doubts they have. Okay, so this is very useful tool, I believe. It will give you areas of strength, areas of growth. So this is one, and if you go back to tools, I think let's assume you are taking a YouTube video as a reference and you don't have time to watch the entire YouTube video. You can choose YouTube video summarizer. You have to give the YouTube video link. Generally ChatGPT cannot do this, but if you come to magicschool.ai, then once you choose the option, you will be able to do it. Okay, you can add file, give the website link here, YouTube video link, and it will automatically summarize everything. But if you have Gemini, YouTube will automatically do this for you. You don't have to use this tool. So if you open YouTube app
you will, for any video, you will find Gemini option, a diamond icon. Once you click on it, the entire YouTube video is summarized, so you don't have to watch the video. So this is one more place you can find the same feature, but I think YouTube's native Gemini is better than this. So for this particular purpose, please stick to YouTube itself. So we have presentation generator, rubric generator. So these are so many options. You can explore all of them when you have time. So if everyone had understood how this platform is working and if you had tried it, then we will switch to the next topic. Okay, great. So this is the next one I'm about to show is helpful for physics and science teachers. Mostly it's a website called PHET. So how many of you know this website? You tried once. This is a very interesting website. So if you have this smart board in the classroom and if you want to make students understand the bioenergy topic, then you click on this and it will automatically open a simulation so they can visually understand the topic. So few of them are missing here. I'll also tell you how you can generate simulations that are missing in this. Okay, but let's first explore what's there. So for bioenergy, they have created an interface like this. So the size of this brick is this much, whereas this is larger than compared to this, and this is made of wood, whereas this is made of bricks. So let's try to drop it in. This is a weighing machine. So if you increase the mass of this, it will slowly start to drop. Okay. So you can do the density comparison. You can change the type of water because the density of water is different from the density of oil. So in oil, these materials might behave differently. So you can showcase that as well. This piece was not touching the ground in water, but now it is. Because this is just one simulation. You can add forces like gravity, contact, all this. You can explore these options. But I feel this is a much better way to explain through imagination or visualization rather than just depending on a text. Okay, so let's see what others are available. So these are little more advanced topics, the quantum coin toss and everything, the quantum measurement. This is not for us. I think this is useful. Projectile data lab, all this. For chemistry, we have a few. Okay, cool. So with this website, you can see some simulations. But what if your particular subject cannot be simulated, but you want an interactive interface like this, so you can teach students well? In that case, we have a tool called Google AI Studio. Please note it down, Google AI Studio. This is free. So once you are on the website, click on get started.
You can literally build an app now. Basically, if you click on build an Android app, this is not required for you, of course, but I just wanted to share this with you. So if you want to build an Android app, only developers were able to do that. But now you click on it and then describe what you want the app to do, and automatically it will generate an app. Once you plug in your computer with your phone, that app will be installed on your phone and you can use it. So I personally use it to build some custom AI agents for adhering my workflow. But once you know how to use it, then you can do it too for yourself. So we don't have to explore this, but generally the reason why I have asked you to open this is to build some apps. Let's say instead of build simulation of solar system. You can even say build simulation of photosynthesis, even that will work. Okay. హలో వస్తాను మా ఇంక మళ్ళీ చేస్తాను నేను ఏదో వర్క్షాప్లో
Really, anyone who is not a developer can create a website as well.
You can see if I click on code, the entire code is being written by AI. You can see here new documents will get created. It is writing the documents here, it will take time.
You can simply ask any AI tool and it will give you so much of text, and this text is mostly taken from the internet itself. The AI models have been trained on the internet, right? So if you generate any content, most likely the content is copied from somewhere else, but just little rephrased, that's all. So it is important to, there are so many online tools for this plagiarism checker and all. You can upload your document and see how much percentage of the content has been plagiarized, so you can fix it later. Okay, let's give it some time. Meanwhile, I'll give the mic to Matt. Once it is done, then we will probably say, I think it will take 5-10 minutes. It generates in a particular format which is not visible or interpretable by us. Basically, they generate in such a sequence where the AI can automatically find whether if it is an AI generated content or a human written content. Okay, so if, for example, if we take any example for this, where is it, the chat, this one. Basically, there is a pattern hidden in this piece of paragraph which is not visible to us. The way the AI had sequenced everything will contain an embedding which only AI can find it, whether if it is a, because everything will have fingerprint. OpenAI, the text it generates, it has its own fingerprint. Okay, Gemini has its own fingerprint. So that is not visible to us, but if you copy this and go to some websites, Text card is good. This is something new. Let's see.
That's it.
Done.
Thank you. And teachers, thank you so much, Ravi sir, for coming and giving, I think, extra
Ravi sir, last time you did not share with me about that PPT. At least this time please share with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I missed the session.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to learn. I was occupied with some other work, I could not attend.
Okay, no problem. I'll do it.